Greetings, weary travelers. My name is Vincent Price.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious SNL impersonations of each year from 2000 to 2024.
Well, look who fell out of that coconut tree.
2000, Will Ferrell as George W. Bush.
Good evening, America. For the past few weeks, we have been thrown into a horrifying and tumultuous nightmare.
Will Ferrell has a way of bringing out the most entertaining aspects of the 43rd president. In the year 2000, fans were treated to Ferrell's funny performances as George W. Bush. The comedian was especially good at delivering notable catchphrases.
Strategery.
Sparring against Daryl Hammond's Al Gore, the performer knows how to play each moment with a mix of seriousness and silliness. He even got to show off his skills next to Dana Carvey's legendary George H.W. Bush.
While you're at it, can I get those antlers too?
Yeah, all right. There you go, son.
I like these.
No. Put down the antlers. Put them down.
For years afterward, the comic kept captivating audiences in this fruitful role. He's always been able to turn this divisive figure into a comedic foil.
Actually, there are differences between myself and the vice president on those issues.
I did not realize that.
Yes, and on these issues, you seem to be more in tune with him than with me. I'm kind of surprised you're still undecided.
2001, Anna Gasteyer as Martha Stewart.
I'm Martha Stewart. Join me today on Living, where I'll show you some innovative ways to class up this unbelievably trashy holiday.
During her time at SNL, this comedian created a fantastic impression of Martha Stewart. Her version of the celebrity chef is laid back in a chaotic way.
And who can resist making out with a green-tongued stranger?
Anna Gasteyer keeps her impersonation poised and proper, but everything seems to be breaking at the seams. It's a subtle piece of comedic acting that few people could pull off in the same way. Who knew that such a calm personality could be such a great source of comedy gold?
I would never move my product line to Sears, because I have no softer side. I could never take my products to Walmart, because Walmart has a history of censorship and has refused to stock the record albums of my very dear friend, Ghost-Faced Killah.
It's no wonder the character became one of her staples on the show. Gasteyer's talents bring out the darker, funnier, more complicated side of the TV presenter.
Wipe the Hawaiian punch off your mouth, pick the chaw out of your teeth, and get back to work.
2002, Maya Rudolph as Donatella Versace.
Donatella Versace? What are you doing behind our couch?
I was hoping you would know the answer to that.
With her ability to transform, Maya Rudolph becomes the fashion icon with shocking detail.
Now, if you haven't believed that damn word I've said to you so far, then listen to more celebrities go on and on about Versace pockets.
This starts with the comedian's vocal impression. It's the perfect mix of a deep affectation and dry wit.
Versace pockets come in 3 exciting flavors: Monterey chicken, champagne, and my personal favorite, cheesy chili cheeseburger.
Rudolph's Donatella Versace turns any situation into a fun-filled moment, making even an advertisement more entertaining. The comic star's vocal delivery plays perfectly over the top of a commercial for fake Hot Pockets. With her steely gaze and a champagne glass, the actress turns this socialite into a comedic powerhouse. The character's appearance in surprising locations and overall confusion only adds to her mystique.
From your kitchen to your pie hole. From your pie hole to your poop chute. No Versace pockets. No, please. Get out.
2003, Jimmy Fallon as Barry Gibb.
Tonight, Barry's guests are...
Showing the full showcase of his talents, Jimmy Fallon plays Barry Gibb in one of his best recurring sketches. He channels the British singer for this outrageous talk show. Fallon can sing, dance, and match the vocal qualities of the Bee Gees member. He also gets to play along with Justin Timberlake and make the latter laugh. His version of Gibb is quick to get angry, turning interviews into wild affairs full of strange vocalizations and outbursts.
I'm not Bill O'Reilly. You start any small talk with me and I will end it.
It is a tour de force that keeps you guessing and giggling in equal measure. There's even an opening and closing number to entertain audiences. Thankfully for all of us, this sketch became a long-running role in the comedian's catalog.
Put you in the ground, I put you in the ground, yeah. Put you in the ground, yeah. Use my brother, tell me put you in the ground, yeah.
2004, Keenan Thompson as Esther role.
Michael Evans, you are behind on your chores first and about to get whooped second.
If you love the show Good Times, you'll find something to enjoy about this accurate sketch. Chief among those things might just be Keenan Thompson as Esther role.
Now, Thelma, behave. I have the rent money right here. Oh my goodness, what happened to the rent money?
Ma, we knew you was worried about money, so JJ had the idea that we should use what we had to buy a bunch of lottery tickets.
What?
The comedian does a surprisingly accurate version of the TV matriarch Florida Evans. Thompson's impersonation rolls through the punches and even stops to deliver a killer catchphrase.
Oh, Walona. Damn.
With so many great performers around him, Thompson shines with his delivery and ability to bounce off co-stars like Maher Rudolph. He even makes good use of a portrait of Jesus. Fans of this 1970s sitcom might be shocked at the level of detail here, with Thompson taking center stage in a well-acted scene.
We just won $50,000! Oh, praise the Lord! Where's that lottery ticket?
Oh no! Mr. Stinky ate the lottery tickets.
2005, Bill Hader as Vincent Price.
Do you hear that? Is that the children of the night crying out in unimaginable agony?
In the comedian's early years on SNL, Bill Hader showed off his talents as an impressionist. This included his funny take on horror legend Vincent Price. His take on the actor throws holiday parties and invites all sorts of crazy celebrities. While he gets to play off eccentric versions of Judy Garland, Hader's impersonation also generates huge laughs with his combative personality.
Now I think this would be a good time to get Miss Garland a nice cold shower and maybe a gallon of coffee.
It is a comedic disaster in the best way, as this Price struggles against everyone. The performer's impressive skills also match the unique quality of his target's voice. The cast member juggles so many details, leads the sketch, and satisfies fans of old Hollywood.
What is she doing back in here? Hitchcock! Take care of her! All right, as I was saying, take your time, buddy, anytime, you know.
2006, Alec Baldwin as Tony Bennett.
I love things that are great. Good things are fantastic. Guess what? We got a date, just a talk show, nothing drastic.
Every so often, an SNL host comes around who possesses the same skills as the cast members. This includes frequent host Alec Baldwin and his ability to play the likes of Tony Bennett. The actor can play the crooner as a talk show host and a singer, managing to nail down the music legend's trademark voice.
Kevin Federline, everybody, thank you so very much.
This is all the more miraculous when Baldwin works alongside the real man.
He'll be opening for Lance Burton Thanksgiving weekend at Mohegan Sun. Please welcome a great guy from Astoria, Queens, Mr. Anthony Benedetto.
Even with the celebrity next to him, the actor and his impersonation stay the course in a fantastic sketch. The 30 Rock star's craft could not be more clear, showing that he can dive into a comedic character as well as any dramatic performance.
What do you say? I think we owe our fellow Americans a song. How do you feel about it?
That's a great idea.
Let's go, baby. For spacious skies.
2007, Amy Poehler as Dakota Fanning.
Good evening. I'm welcome to the Dakota Fanning Show, the only forum for child actors to discuss cinema, theater, politics, philosophy, and the cultural zeitgeist at large.
Playing up the concept of a child star, this remix of Dakota Fanning is as precocious as ever. She hosts her own show and prefers to talk about adult topics. Amy Poehler keeps the energy up as the actress, with both a childlike innocence and a drive to be smarter than anyone else.
When I read that script, I saw it as a metaphor for ethnic violence in Central Africa. But apparently, it was about a cat in a hat.
This Fanning even likes to put down her band leader, with Keenan Thompson's Reggie helping to create more comedic tension.
Man, I love those books. I thought you were a great Harry Potter.
Yes. Reggie tends to prefer a lighter fare.
The host also interviews Daniel Radcliffe and Abigail Breslin while trying to appear mature at every turn. Poehler finds a way to combine a bubbly outer shell with a more evil interior.
But oh, to be 10 years old again. Those were heady days. I was, of course, starring in a blockbuster called War of the Worlds with the incomparable Tom Cruise.
How old were you when you first got your nomination?
She even makes sipping a juice box funny.
Here, Dakota, have some juice.
That's much better. Thank you, Catherine.
Turning this concept into another winning performance. 2008, Tina Fey as Sarah Palin.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
In one of the most popular impressions of the 2008 election season, Tina Fey transformed into Sarah Palin.
First off, I just want to say how excited I am to be in front of both the liberal elite media as well as the liberal regular media.
She returned to the show for one of her finest performances. This includes using glasses and her best Alaskan accent to become the vice presidential candidate. She addresses audiences with funny catchphrases, playing next to Amy Poehler's admirable work as Hillary Clinton.
I believe global warming is caused by man.
Fey is super convincing as Palin throughout all kinds of speeches and interviews. She also makes an interview sketch with Poehler's Katie Couric wonderfully awkward.
You went to the UN for the first time. How was that experience?
Oh, you know, it was just amazing. So many interesting people. Though I have to say, I was disheartened by how many of them were foreigners.
The former cast member never fails to bring smiles as this folksy politician, reminding everyone of her comedic abilities.
The only pole I care about is the North Pole, and that is melting. It's not great. What? The real one? Bye.
2009, various cast members as The View hosts.
Welcome back to The View. We're here at Disney Studios, and what a week it has been, right, Sherry?
Yes, it has!
In the late 2000s, SNL tackled the then-current lineup of The View. This included plenty of enjoyable impersonations of the opinionated hosts. Keenan Thompson's Whoopi Goldberg is just one standout, with a hard stare being one noteworthy move. Michaela Watkins might do the best impression of them all as an accurate version of Barbara Walters.
We have been up very early in the morning, and just to illustrate how dark it was, as I walked from my trailer to the set, I ran into Muammar Gaddafi, and I had a very interesting conversation with him.
Guest host Tracy Morgan plays a clueless take on Sherry Shepherd next to Fred Armisen's self-effacing Joy Behar. This collection of performances keeps things loose and goofy as the hosts sail through topics. Kristen Wig gives an intense turn as Elizabeth Hasselbeck, rounding out the ensemble with her funny rants.
You don't know who Rush Limbaugh is? The voice of the conservative movement?
Another incarnation of this sketch from 2009 allowed for someone like Taylor Swift to join the fun.
The hardest thing about being a mom is having patience. Because sometimes the paparazzi say they're going to be someplace at 10 and they don't show up till 11.
2010, Vanessa Bayer as Miley Cyrus.
So I guess that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Turning this pop star into a talk personality, Vanessa Bayer knows how to get the best out of this impression.
Hello, it's Molly, y'all. So this is like my show where I like talk to people who are pretty cool and will like talk about things I think are pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Her Miley Cyrus is filled with a contagious and optimistic outlook. While hosting her own talk show, the pop star also gets to banter with her dad Billy Ray. This makes for some silly moments with both Bryan Cranston and Jason Sudeikis playing the father.
Look out, Depp. My baby girl wants some answers. She's come to get them.
Damn.
You make me smile.
Bayer also gets to do various celebrity interviews that let her test out her convincing vocal impersonation.
What is your next movie that's coming out?
Actually, Tim Burton and I are working on a haunting adaptation of Goodnight Moon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Exaggerating the singer's personal life, the performer also gets to make funny rants about all kinds of toxic subjects.
This is so sad because, like, you're my boyfriend and, like, we just fell in love and stuff like that. And it's, like, so dramatic because you're going off to war and stuff like that. And this is just, like, so not cool.
2011, Jay Pharoah as Denzel Washington.
All right, what's going on?
As a talented impressionist, Jay Pharoah deserves a lot more love for his amazing voices. One of his greatest might be his accurate Denzel Washington.
All right.
It basically encapsulates the last 20 years of the Training Day star's career, full of detailed inflections, vocal tics, and facial expressions. Pharoah sounds almost exactly like the real star at points.
Are you excited for the Twilight finale?
Am I excited for the Twilight finale?
Delivering what could easily turn into dialogue for an upcoming movie. It's even funny to watch the character appear in segments that he shouldn't be. As a potential replacement for a morning show, this take on Washington keeps using his powerful voice for comedic effect.
She's asking, have I read the books?
Are you just gonna repeat whatever I say?
2012, Kristen Wig as Liza Minnelli.
Just let me turn off some of these lamps.
With a stroke of comedic genius, Kristen Wig embodies the singular artist Liza Minnelli. This quickly goes from a standard impression to a gloriously absurd one.
You tell that to Debbie Reynolds.
Wig's character desperately tries and fails to turn off a lamp. The trouble only builds as her methods become more ridiculous, making for some off-the-wall comedy.
You kick it twice. You kick it 3 times. And the lamp goes out and the party starts.
There are plenty of dance moves, hand movements, and even a fun reference to Bob Fosse. The comedian doesn't stop in a firecracker performance full of explosive energy.
Just turn the lamp off. Unplug it for Chris and Pete. The car's waiting downstairs.
Oh, that's right. The lamp, that little rascal. Oh, here it is. I found the cord. I just have to pull it out of the wall.
It doesn't make sense in the slightest, but it is hilarious nonetheless. The performer taps into a manic persona that you cannot look away from. 2013, Taran Killam as Christoph Waltz.
Thank you for indulging in my sexual perversions, though. Of course, you're being more than fairly compensated.
During his awesome run on SNL, Taran Killam amassed numerous solid impressions. He also played Christoph Waltz in an audition sketch.
You do the scene nude. Would you like to see it nude?
I would certainly prefer to do it nude as well.
Killam finds a way to replicate the Austrian actor's refined speech. Channeling the accent and mannerisms, the comedian finds laughs in this segment about people trying out for 50 Shades of Grey. His character also works with Miley Cyrus's Scarlett Johansson through some suggestive material. The role also lets the performer say some funny catchphrases for good measure. By the end of this sketch, we kinda wish we could see the real Waltz in the steamy romance series.
The character, of course.
2014, various cast members as Jim Carrey.
Jim? Jay Carrey? Oh my gosh. Great to see you.
Rather than have one person tackle Jim Carrey, SNL decided to have multiple cast members bring out their best impersonations. The result is a family reunion sketch that brings out all kinds of characters from Carrey's career. This includes references from the likes of Ace Ventura to the Cable Guy, with pure entertainment from start to finish.
John and Rita Pat Carey. Oh my gosh, did you guys come all the way from Scarborough for this?
We did! It was a bear of a day trying to get this one out of bed this morning.
John, can I talk to you over here for a second, please?
Oh, so I'm the difficult one?
There's enough talent here to bring a smile to your face, even if some impressions aren't as accurate. The real performer is a good sport, playing the straight man to wacky roles and even Jeff Daniels.
You should really quit smoking.
Ooh, somebody stop me!
It's party time! P-A-R-T-Y!
It's an effective concept that the show used several times to equal success.
Gather around here. A group picture. And a toast to the greatest family anybody could ever have. To the Careys.
To the Careys!
2015, Kate McKinnon as Justin Bieber.
I'm a big boy now.
Kate McKinnon absolutely transforms into Justin Bieber, proving to audiences that she can find the singer's charisma like nobody else.
This tattoo made me say owie.
In a Calvin Klein ad parody, McKinnon poses and makes use of the space. The scene quickly gets out of control as the fake Bieber loses it. With this sketch in particular, the comedian shows she has mastered playing the vocalist down to his individual moves. She's She's always a delight when she pokes fun at the performer's public persona. This impression also translates to a boxing sketch, where even a brief cameo brings out the SNL cast members' best impulses.
I was born ready, yo. I was also born premature.
2016, Larry David as Bernie Sanders.
Oh, hello, Bernie. I didn't see you sitting behind me. So far behind me, you can never catch up.
Oh, shut up. You saw me. You even see me in your sleep, baby. Because I'm your worst nightmare.
Oh, please.
In one of the better decisions in SNL history, Larry David assumes the role of Bernie Sanders. It seems like the part he was born to play given his reputation for being grumpy.
Remember when I told everyone to stop talking about your damn emails? What a schmuck!
He's able to use his persona from Curb Your Enthusiasm, morphing the latter into a political impression. It also helps that they're related and look similar. With the sketch show imitating David's HBO program, the actor satirizes the grounded and unkempt look of Bernie Sanders.
People love me, okay? I have more individual donations than any candidate in history, and I don't take from millionaires and billionaires. The average donation is just...
27. Yeah, no, because you say it every time you're on TV.
Okay, well, people...
It's also funny to imagine Sanders in the same kind of situations that make for great comic observations. Sometimes the best casting choices are plainly obvious.
Huge turnout! You know what that means? That means we win! Huge turnout!
Hey, you four-eyes, look at the TV, damn. You didn't win, you lost!
2017, Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer.
First of all, I'd just like to announce that I'm calm now. And I will remain calm as long as you sons of...
It seems that Melissa McCarthy can do just about any comedy role. Her dedication gives her a leg up in this exciting piece of casting.
I have been told that I'm also to cut back on the gum chewing, so I am now limiting myself to 1 slice a day.
As the White House press secretary Sean Spicer, the comedian utilizes every part of her comedic tool belt. She's able to get angry, go on rants, and do a little bit of show and tell for audiences. This all adds up to a series of amazing guest appearances on SNL.
Discuss the unrest in Kazakhstan. Specifically in... Oh, Jesus.
Her Spicer likes to get angry with an aggressive style that makes for some of the funnier political satire in recent memory. If only the real conferences went this way, we might have been half as entertained as we are watching these scenes.
I'll accept one last question. Yeah, I'll take this loser.
2018, Matt Damon as Brett Kavanaugh. Digging into the emotion of his part, Matt Damon is unafraid to make Brett Kavanaugh into a beer-loving bro. The result is nothing short of funny.
I'm gonna start at an 11. I'm gonna take it to about a 15 real quick. First of all, I showed this speech to almost no one. Not my family, not my friends, not even PJ or Tobin or Squee.
During this tense questioning, his version of Kavanaugh quickly turns from angry to sad in a series of mood swings. The actor really goes for it in a big comedic swing that pays off. His bold character manages to find the comedy in Kavanaugh's testimony while playing up the controversial moments from the trial.
Could you look at the piece of paper like you hate it? And could you also squint and make your mouth into the tiniest little mouth we've ever seen?
Okay, I read it.
The performer creates a memorable presence in just one appearance, not even needing to stand up to get big laughs.
I went to Yale. Worked my butt off to get here. I busted my buns.
2019, Melissa Villaseñor as Lady Gaga.
Hold on one second, Melissa, are you dressed up as Lady Gaga?
What? No, I just wore this for all my Melissa monsters out there.
Appearing on Weekend Update, Melissa Villaseñor tries her best take on Lady Gaga. She ends up creating some commendable work with the sketch. She digs into Shallow like a true professional, never letting up through a series of difficult high notes.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy happy in this modern world.
It's hard to imagine anyone doing a perfect remix of Gaga, but Villaseñor does an excellent job of making it all come together.
I'm doing an impression. I'm Melissa, and this is my famous Grammy preview.
She even gets a little help from Kyle Mooney and his brief impression of Bradley Cooper.
In the shadow, in the shadow,
The gifted impressionist knows how to command an audience, showing off herself as a master of musical impersonations. In 2020, Chloe Fineman as Timothy Chalamet.
I'm really passionate about clothing. I love fashion. I love clothes. I love hoodies.
During the live at home episodes, SNL adjusted their format for remote productions.
What's up, Masterclass? I'm Timothy Chalamet, and your mom has sex dreams about me.
This allowed Chloe Fineman to stand out with her impressions. Her look at Timothy Chalamet is an entertaining glimpse at the latter's star power. Fineman's attempts to capture his voice could not be funnier, trading accuracy for pure entertainment.
Then you're just gonna kind of take your hoodie and put it over your hat.
She's able to make the actors laugh, fashion sense, and French skills into comedic highlights. The comedian does it all without a co-star, showing her ability to do a one-woman show. The way she turns Chalamet into an awkward goofball only makes the sketch more endearing.
Je pense que ça c'est un biking. I'm in my hoodie. I like to wear my hoodie like this. Or I can wear it like this.
This wasn't the only standout from 2020 either, with Jim Carrey's Joe Biden and Kate McKinnon's Rudy Giuliani also stealing the spotlight.
It's great to be in a courtroom where I'm not the defendant.
2021, Cecily Strong as Janine Pirro.
Judge Janine, I have not seen you in a while.
Oh, I'm still here. My show on Fox is on every Saturday at 9.
As one of her most entertaining characters, Cecily Strong consistently tore the roof off Weekend Update. Her version of the TV personality loves to have a drink and spill it everywhere. In between her conservative talking points, this take on Janine Pirro turns Colin Jost into the target for plenty of wine.
Now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Sorry, Carol. My friend, I'll say it clear. Drink my cake, of which I'm certain.
Strong's interplay with the host only makes these sketches funnier. It's clear that creating an over-the-top parody of Pirro really pays off. Embracing the silliness in between political satire, this combination of raw talent and large quantities of alcohol makes for a hilarious segment. 2022, James Austin Johnson as Donald Trump.
Hello, this is Donald Trump. Hopefully, your favorite president of all time. Better than Lincoln, better than Washington, frankly, better than Ezra.
While he isn't the first person to do Donald Trump, James Austin Johnson might be one of the best. He's boiled down all of the politician's quirks into an eerie and precise impersonation.
Trump cards are each $99. Seems like a lot, seems like a scam, and in many ways it is, but we love the Trump cards. We just love them. You can also get them for free by just going online and looking at them, maybe. I don't know.
This includes portraying him through all kinds of rants and ravings. Johnson has a way of making subtle changes with his voice, giving audiences a presidential impression that sounds close to the real man.
Wow. Look at the legs on her. Perhaps I would be dating her if she weren't me.
He's been the show's go-to Trump impersonator for good reason. His show-stopping work goes beyond the efforts of Alec Baldwin and finds a new angle for the political figure.
You know what Reese always says? Reese says, not sorry. Reese says in a very deep voice, this is true, he says, not sorry. And that's good. We don't like food to apologize, do we? Like that awful Captain Crunch.
2023, various cast members as ABBA.
Santa Claus, your life's a dream. You're at the dance, you're 17. Coming down the chimney, straight to the dance floor. You're 13 plus 4.
Do you love this Swedish band? Even if you don't love Dancing Queen, you might enjoy how much fun the performers are having.
Love you, girl, 'cause you're 17.
Maya Rudolph, Kristen Wig, Kate McKinnon, and Bowen Yang impersonate the members of the quartet with absolute glee.
You are so sad. You're feeling bad. 17 and don't have a boyfriend. You are so big, you're
They're able to parody the group's hit songs and entertain audiences with their choreography. It's already great to see this much talent together, but it's even better when they start to break. Their costumes are on point and their goofy accents are even better. In the end, this crazy sketch features 4 performers in a laugh-inducing extravaganza. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. 2024, Maya Rudolph as Kamala Harris.
What is happening?
Maya Rudolph spent most of the 2020s playing the vice president, but she really knocked the role out of the park in 2024.
I don't really laugh like that, do I? A little bit.
At this point, the actress had perfected the intricacies of Kamala Harris. This includes the politician's speaking voice and her relationship with other political figures.
The fact is, Donald Trump likes dictators, all right? Because anyone can manipulate him simply through flattery.
That's simply not true. It's not true.
Okay. You look handsome tonight.
I love her. Isn't she great?
For the most recent incarnation, Rudolph had a full cast of other guest stars to enhance the material. From Jim Gaffigan as Tim Walz to Dana Carvey as Joe Biden, this ensemble came together to elevate the comedian's already exemplary work.
Well, this is a huge victory. It made no difference.
It's hard to imagine the last political cycle without this performer giving one of her finest performances.
I am so happy to be campaigning in whatever swing state I'm in, which I will just refer to as Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia.
Did we forget another great SNL impression from this century? Let us know in the comments below.
Come on, Mick, come on, you can do this, right? Yeah. That's not the point. I mean, I've done this. That's the problem. I've done it. All right, well, what were you planning on doing?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.